To help us zoom out and see the bigger picture, I'm thrilled to welcome our next guest. Joining us now is Cameron, our expert in the cloud computing and someone who has been testing these agents since day one. Welcome, Cameron.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me, Monica. Great to be here. Exciting times.
Cameron, let's dive right in. We've all seen OpenClaw going absolutely viral. It seems like everyone in the developer community is talking about it. But honestly, for a lot of people watching, it's a mix of excitement and total confusion. Before we get into the how, let's talk about the why. We've had ChatGPT, we've had Claude, we've had Gemini for years now. Why has this specific tool gone so viral right now? What makes an agent different from the Gen AI we already know?
Yeah, it's the pivot point we've been waiting for. You are right. Gen AI has been around for more than 2 years. But for most people, it has been stuck inside a chat window. It was essentially a brain in a jar. Think about it. It could tell you how to do your work. It could write the code, draft the email, or plan the trip. But it couldn't actually execute it. You still had to copy-paste, click the buttons, open tabs, and hit send. Over the hand, AI was just a voice. OpenClaw bridges that gap. It moves from talking to doing. It has access to the terminal, the browser, the entire file system. You can just sit there, hands off the keyboard, and watch it move your mouse, open your files, write code, debug that code when it fails, and finish the job. That's why it feels like magic. It's no longer a chatbot, it's an employee.
That distinction is huge, moving from a brain in a jar to an employee. And honestly, watching the demos, it looks like magic. I have to admit, I was tempted to download it immediately, but I can't wait to deploy one of these agents on my laptop right now and see what it can do with my messy desktop.
Whoa, hold on, that's a terrible idea, Monica. Before you give an AI the keys to a digital kingdom, you need to understand the nightmare I just went through. To be useful, these AI agents require broad, deep permissions in your file system. You are not just giving a view window, you are actually giving it write and delete permissions. AI is far from perfect right now. It hallucinates all the time. It will make mistakes.
So it's not just about giving me a wrong answer.
No, not exactly. If a chatbot gives you a wrong answer, you can just ignore it. But if an agent misunderstood a command, it still acts. Let me give you my real life example. I was testing this agent locally on my MacBook. Of course, I asked it to clean up all my reminders and into 5 well-organized categories and archive the past reminders. That's a simple task, right? Well, after creating 5 new categories, it deleted my entire reminder list. It didn't even ask for confirmation. It just went ahead and thought it was doing a great job cleaning everything up. I still haven't recovered what I lost till today. That's a disaster. So when AI goes rogue on your local drive, you often can't undo the damage. Recovering what's lost becomes a full-time job you never asked for. So do you really want to have that experimental bot having root access to your family photos and your tax returns?
Well, okay. I think we often forget that automation means automated mistakes too. So laptop trial isn't just about performance. It's about the safety of our data. Are there any other reasons make you want to run this on your laptop?
Yeah, of course. So we carry our laptops around. We open and we'll close them all the time. We may connect to shaky cafe Wi-Fi, but the AI agent needs a stable environment. So think about the nature of these tasks. We are moving toward async work, right? You want to give AI some research jobs, read 50 annual reports of a company, write a summary. That will take the AI hours to finish the job. So if you are running to like some problems on your laptop, and you are running this AI locally, you will lose the process of your working, right? And during the time you cannot do any of other works like editing some videos, playing some games, because your computer is continuously working on the task you just gave it. So well, that's not a good ideal situation for you to use your personal computer.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. I don't want to babysit my computer while it works. I want to give it a job and walk away.
Exactly, that's where a cloud VM comes in. It's always on. So that's, for example, the Lighthouse that we just introduced. Your agent can keep working through the night. You trigger the task at 5 p.m., you close your laptop, and enjoy your life. When you wake up, the job is done. This is especially important for these new orchestration tools that take a long time to finish complex workflows. You want a dedicated environment that doesn't share resources with your Zoom calls or Chrome tabs. This stability is what allows AI to truly become part of your workforce rather than just a cool toy you play.
It sounds to me like running AI tools on the cloud is objectively the better choice, safer and more stable. But Cameron, let's be real for a second. The word cloud scares a lot of people. For a beginner or even a creative professional who isn't a development engineer, setting up a cloud server is intimidating. They imagine black screens, green text, SSH keys, and firework routes. Most people see pages of configuration and just give up. How is Lighthouse make this easier?
You're absolutely right. The barrier to entry for cloud computing has historically been massive. You usually have to figure out Linux commands, install Dockers, manage port forwarding. It's a headache. That's why we introduced the Lighthouse earlier. Lighthouse is designed to solve exactly that. We realized that people want the utility of the cloud without the complexity of IT management. We've integrated all the necessary servers and pre-configured them for you. All you have to do is choose your hardware specs, like how much RAM or CPU you need, and just click create.
So it's more like renting a fully furnished apartment than building a house.
That's a perfect analogy. We go a step further, actually. We build customized images for these viral moments. For example, right now, we have a pre-installed OpenClaw image. Usually, installing OpenClaw involves setting up Python environments, managing dependencies, and fixing version conflicts. With our image, you don't have to worry any of this. But there is more reason that really matters, because this is not about being easy. It's actually about the speed and the focus. AI is really moving fast. A new tool drops almost every week. We all need to participate in each iteration of these viral AI tools to understand what's happening. So if you are a developer or a creator, or like any normal people that want to participate, you really don't want to spend your limited free time on deployment or configuration. You don't want to spend your Saturday fighting with Docker containers. You want to spend your time on the meaty part.
The meaty part?
Yes, the logic, the strategy. You want to be learning the AI, understanding the limitation of this specific iteration or this tool, and solving the exact pain point you care about. This is why you want an environment that is isolated, inexpensive, convenient, and always on. You need it on standby. So when the next big thing drops, you can be part of the game instantly, instead of spending 3 days reading installation manuals. And Lighthouse gives you exactly that agility.
I really like that phrasing, focusing on the meaty part. That really leads perfectly into my next question. Tools like OpenClaw are still experimental. They can be buggy, they can get confused, and frankly, I hear that they can get expensive very quickly.
Yes.
For the developers and creators watching who might be tempted to say, you know what, I will wait for the perfect, cheaper, polished version next year. So Cameron, why is it so urgent to jump in right now? What are we really losing if we wait?
Well, that is the million-dollar question. And I hear this all the time. Why not wait for GPT-6? Why not wait for OpenClaw 2.0? Here's the reality. If you wait for the perfect version, well, there will always be a better version, but if you keep waiting, the world will move on without you. We are in a calling moment. The urgency isn't about the tool itself. OpenClaw might be replaced by something else in the next month. The software changes, but the skills and the data required to use it do not. The urgency is about you becoming AI ready. There are two major reasons you need to start today, no matter how messy it is.
Okay, walk us through them.
Well, first, there is the data challenge. AI isn't magic itself. It needs fuel. But we all know that organizing personal data, like renaming files, converting PDFs to markdowns, sorting old photos, is long and painful and boring process. No one wants to spend their weekend doing that. However, if you start running these agents now, that organization becomes a natural byproduct of your learning process. Think about it. Current AI agent can't really handle massive, complex tasks yet. They break if you give them too much. So instead of asking them to build an entire app in one shot, why not set a simple task like organize this specific folder or convert these 50 notes into a database? This is perfect, Jim, for testing the current AI. First, it's a simple task, right? The current model can handle. Second, because you are only doing a small portion at a time, you can easily verify the result. So you know you are doing it right. It's not millions of files later. And here is the best part. By giving different AI iterations and tools the same task, you can clearly see how the technology is evolving. You learn the tool. And the byproduct is that you are slowly aggregating AI-ready assets. You are letting the dumber AI of today do the groundwork. So when the super AI arrives, in 2 years maybe, your data is already there, structured and waiting.
Well, that is such a smart approach. You turn the limitation of AI into utility. You get your house in order bit by bit, but regarding the cost, is there a learning curve to handle this agent efficiently?
Absolutely, and that is the second reason you can't wait, the techniques. An agent like OpenClaw can easily consume millions of tokens a day because it's constantly thinking, checking its own work, and correcting its errors. If you don't know what you are doing, it's a budget disaster. You could wake up to a 500 API bill for a task that maybe only require $5. Participating right now forces you to learn strategies like model tiering.
What is model tiering?
Well, it's actually a name I just think of. So it's actually routing simple tasks to cheaper models like Gemini Flash, while saving the expensive models for complicated reasoning tasks. You learn how to do these kind of skills, and you also learn how to prune the context window so AI doesn't get confused by the old data. And also the old data won't take extra tokens. Now you might ask, won't tokens be like cheaper or even free in the future? Won't AI be smart enough to do this itself? Maybe, yeah, sometime in the future, but that doesn't matter. The point of participating from now on is that whatever those techniques are at the moment or in the future, you will learn them along the way. You are building an intuition of using AI. You will understand the grain of the material. So when the day comes that the AI can do real massive scale work, you won't be starting from zero trying to figure out what a token is. You will be so ready and miles ahead of other people who just waking up to this reality.
Well, I love that perspective. It's not just about using the tool. It's about learning to manage the workforce of the future and preparing our data for lead it. We are training ourselves just as much as we are training the models.
Yeah.
Cameron, thank you so much for breaking this down. From security to strategy, this has been incredibly eye-opening. For everyone watching, it sounds like the best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is today.
My pleasure, Monica. Don't wait on the sidelines. Get your hands dirty with these tools.
A huge thank you to Cameron for those insights. Well, we've come to the end of our session today. A huge thank you to everyone for hanging out with us until the very end. You guys have been an amazing audience. If you still have any questions, don't worry, the conversation doesn't end here. Please join our Discord community. The link is right there in the comments. It's a great place to connect with the team and the other developers. Now, for the lucky winners today, big congratulations. Please don't forget to head over to our official website to redeem your vouchers. We want to make sure you get your Lighthouse credit right away. And if you didn't win this time, don't feel bad. We've got something else for you. We are running a creator event right now. Just post your articles or thoughts about today's session on X. Tag our official account at Tencent Compute, and you'll have a great chance to win some other rewards there too. We are planning to do many more of these live streamings in the future. So if there's a specific topic you want us to cover, or if you have any feedback for us, please leave a comment or send us a message. We really value your ideas. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.